Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the Twin Astrology forecast for the Twin Flame Collective for the week ahead. So we do have an eventful week of energies. We are right in the midst of this new moon in Pisces energy, which truly is a positive transit. It might not feel like it when it comes to your connection at this time. But I feel this beautiful energy of many of the divine feminines fully aligning to this healing journey so we can pair those energies back together, right? And so we're in the midst of all of these very powerful gateways. All of this influx of light code activations have been streaming into the collective, pushing us out of this separation programming so we can embrace unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. And so get ready to point yourself in a new direction is what I'm feeling. And so all of these dramatic transits that we've been going through that are coming up over the next little while are pushing us respectively to live in our highest timeline. Interesting. I noticed 111 on the timer. And so that is the energy of 1, the magician, amplified by 3 equaling the Empress energy. And so we all have the power to step into our soul's light. And that is the divine feminine's job, is to embrace all of these energy influxes and to stay completely grounded no matter what else is going on with the cosmic shifts. And so I do feel there's a lot of change in the forefront coming forward. We're getting ready for Saturn and Pluto to change signs. Saturn is going into Pisces. And so all of this Pisces energy is bringing forward a lot of karma. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So when you reach Pisces, you've done it all. And it's time to start that new cycle with Pluto shifting out of Capricorn into Aquarius. There's going to be some challenges regardless of where you're at on your journey. It's all a matter of perspective, right? And so right now, I do feel many of the masculines are struggling. They've avoided this journey for a very long time. They've avoided expressing their true thoughts, their authenticity, their ideas. They've avoided putting in effort into these connections. And I feel the energy right now is relentless surrounding many of the divine masculines. I feel many of them are being triggered and provoked into a lot of conflicts with people who kind of are like pushing their buttons. I feel the Karmic is pushing the masculine's button. That whole social circle is pushing the masculine's button. And I do feel the divine masculine's emotions are rapidly spiraling out of control with this new moon energy. I feel this competitive, fiery energy when I tap into the masculine collective. And this really is creating all kinds of unnecessary conflict because the masculine has avoided dealing with these energies. And so I feel there's like a situation coming up for the masculine to address. And I do feel a lot of the masculines are being strongly compelled to make some very dramatic changes in their life. And so a huge shift in direction is what I'm feeling. And so the feminine would be wise to just pull back your energy long enough for the masculine to experience these consequences of their actions and their decisions. And so what I feel is a lot of cosmic lessons are coming up to be addressed, to be learned, to be mastered, and the truth is kind of coming to light. The truth will always come to light. So I feel no matter what is going on in your life right now, whether you're the divine feminine or the divine masculine, all of these cosmic energies are creating waves and currents in order for us to work with the energies, manage the energies, and to come to this realization that we have the ability to create our desires no matter what is going on with these cosmic energies. But we do have to be self-aware, and we also have to take appropriate action. And so if you think of like your life as like driving a car, right? When we're the driver of a situation, we're just not along for the ride, right? We're choosing which direction to go in. And so when we listen to that internal guidance system that's pushing us along our way, and we listen to that, that's when everything really starts to pay off positively. And so I feel the feminine's in this rising energy. She's rising into her soul's power, into her soul's truth, just embracing and surrendering to the twin flame journey. And it's like the feminine is driving the car. The feminine is the leader. The feminine is the driver. And so it's kind of like the masculine's the passenger on for a ride. And so I want to just reiterate too, although astrology can bring us predictions as to how to carefully handle all of these energies, we are in charge of our own twin flame journey. We are the drivers of this journey, Divine Feminine. And so truthfully, no matter what is going on with these energies or planetary movements, Divine Feminine, or whatever is being predicted based on the cosmic forces, we always have the power to create and manifest union in our life, but we have to choose that. And so I feel the divine masculine's been recently caught in a web of lies that spiraled out of control over the last couple of years. And so I do feel right now the feminine should be tuning into her intuition. You know, I used to do a card reading for myself every morning. I've taken a step back on doing readings, especially when it comes to the daily energies for my own journey, because I can always tune into my own intuition. I don't need to pull cards to understand what's going on collectively. The cards serve as a divinity tool, as a channel of energies for me to go deeper, to be able to put the energy into words. And so I just feel like this huge reality check. We can always create anything we want, but we have to choose to stay in that power of choice, right? Of our intuition, choosing to listen to our intuition. And so we can always take back our power over any external circumstances that are kind of going on around us. And so when we listen to our deepest instincts, then we can really step into the future. And so you know, many of us are told we're not meant to come into union. If you are incarnated this lifetime with your divine counterpart, we are meant to come together as one. But the feminine first has to align to a state of inner wholeness to create that 0 point polarity to trigger the awakening on the other side. And so it's all about intentions, creating. We have a beautiful opportunity with this new moon in Pisces to set those intentions for unconditional love in our lives, but we also have to embody that, and we also have to shift our perspective when it comes to what is actually disempowering us. Because if anything externally is disempowering you, then you are allowing that to disempower you. So where do you need to take back control of your life? Where do you need to stop waiting for life to happen to you? Because life is constantly happening, and we just can't sit back and wait. We're here to align. We're here to align to the life that we want to live, so nothing is ever out of our hands, right, Divine Feminine? And so when we kind of just sit back and wait for things to change, or we can watch all of the readings in the world that we want, but if we're not taking action to handle our own journey, are we really in control of manifesting union? I think that's a big question to ask yourself. And so I do feel we're getting to a lot of deeper truths right now. I do feel there's a lot of developments coming from some external challenges, external influences, and experiences that have had some impactful emotions on us, is what I'm feeling. And so there's a lot of outside energies working against the twins. But the deeper truth is we can be our own worst enemies. We can work against ourselves if we become too dependent on, you know, predictions or readings or all of that stuff, right? And so all of these cosmic movements from above are there to assist us. But we're not just like these puppets on strings, right? We always have to consciously choose to take control of our fated destiny. And so I do feel we have to embody joy and happiness, and we have to live in a state of reunion, even if that external person is not with us on the outside. And so the journey is not dependent on that external person. It really is about looking within and understanding what your true beliefs are about union, right? And so there's divine truth coming forward. And so it's the energy of making love to this higher energy. And reunion can happen at any given moment, but we have to choose to step into the light, right? We are all infinite beings of light, whether we're a twin flame or not. We're all here to awaken to our infinite truth and to allow all of these experiences of our life that have molded us and shaped us to learn how to manage our energy and our intentions to make things kind of happen. And so we're here for a reason. We're here to be able to achieve union, but we do have to believe that. And so we hold the power from within is what I want to say. And so if you want to stop being a puppet going through the motions, then it takes a lot of inner reflection and inner evolution in order to self-reflect and look at these patterns so we can make things work for us no matter what is going on astrologically speaking. And so when we become fully aware and conscious of our own energy, how we choose to manifest, and there's, manifestation is very fine details because our past will always impact our present and our future. And so emotions have to kind of be eradicated when it comes to anything that has disempowered us this lifetime, whether you're the feminine or the masculine. We have to consciously choose to look at these cycles of running, chasing dynamics of trauma bonds and all of these limiting beliefs when it comes to past hurts to truly align with the energy of union, right? We can't bring all of this disempowered baggage with us into these new cycles of unconditional love. We have to eradicate and surgically and spiritually remove that wound. And so in order to heal our inner world, we have to feel our inner world. And so many people avoid that, right? Well, the divine masculine likes to avoid feeling all of these inner emotions. But when we go into healing and feeling, that is when everything can shift externally. And that's when we go through this inner shift of our belief systems. And when we understand all of our past disappointments and all of this disempowered energy from within, then we can respond with more positivity and step back into the light. And so without darkness, there would be no light. And so I feel the energy is really, really intense right now with a lot of the twin flame collective connections. And I feel it's been that way since about Valentine's Day. And so right now the energies are feeling very imbalanced. I feel the masculine is feeling very much blocked in the energies, and there's going to be flare-ups, there's going to be conflicts in order to address these negative problems once and for all. And so I feel the masculine's having a hard time managing his energy as all of this deep, deep truth comes to the surface. And so I do feel possibility for reuniting in the energies this week, but the feminine really has to be in harmony in her own life, in her own journey. In order for this dance to come full circle is what I'm feeling. And so I feel right now the masculine is being triggered by all of these negative patterns, facing all kinds of challenging events in order to tear down all of those false beliefs and the energies this week. And so as the feminine owns her power, all of this is manifested externally for the divine masculine. And so I do feel a week of challenges. I also feel a week of going into the heartbreak. I know the feminines feel the heartbreak of the separation first. We've agreed to go through this first. And so I do feel everything's about to come together for us. Absolutely, I do feel that. I do feel that is the truth. But the feminine does have to embrace her power, and it doesn't matter what anybody else says about your connection, what anybody else does. We have to choose to manifest unity and love in our own lives. And so I do feel like nobody can stop the twins from coming together, the karmic circles, none of that. The only thing that stops us and blocks us is ourselves. And so not even the divine masculine can stop this process from happening. And so I feel right now the feminine is being asked to take charge and to consciously choose you to override all of these unconscious programs and patterns, because the unawakened divine masculine, I feel, is coming into this awareness at this time. And so I do feel, although there's going to be some challenges, we always have the choice to choose how we handle these challenges. And so I do want to talk about some of the shifts going on this week. So middle of the week with Mercury trine Mars, I do feel the masculine is going to have to make a decision. I feel this possibility of them taking a risk of coming forward with communication. I feel like the masculine's going through a major week of towers and challenges without a doubt. We also have Mercury squaring it up with Uranus. So this is going to create all kinds of upsetting interactions for the divine masculine and creating this very nervous tension. So the masculine might receive some upsetting news this week, an unexpected shakeup that's going to force him to embrace this transformation journey. It's just this overwhelming, unsettling energy I feel that the masculine's sitting in, feeling like he's got to hurry up and catch up, feeling like he's behind the feminine. And so later in the week with the Sun sextile, the North Node and the Venus transit, I do feel something hidden is going to come to light, especially when it comes to something very important to the masculine. I do feel the masculine needs to learn to assert his boundaries, especially within these karmic relationships, and to express his healthy, true desires. Owning it, right? Owning it is what I'm feeling. And so I also feel it's this energy too of being in the right place at the right time. So you might have a fated encounter. You might bump into your counterpart this week unexpectedly. It's this very lucky energy is what I'm feeling. But I also feel a week of developing self-awareness, especially when it comes to these past life timelines. And so I do feel a week of releasing all of these negative program beliefs. But I do want to pull in with the cards. I do want to see what's going on. So let's split the deck and let's see what is going on for the twins. Wow, look at that. Wow, there's that divine feminine energy and the world. So we are reaching a spiritual enlightenment, achievement, development. We are mastering these lessons. This is the energy of these negative cycles coming full circle. And there's the divine feminine stepping into abundance, birthing this new path. Beautiful, beautiful energies, Taurus, Libra. So all of the fixed signs I feel are definitely going through a transformative process right now. And so I feel the feminines are about to reap their harvest this week. You are about to step into a brand new cycle, divine feminine. So let's see where the divine masculine is going to be at this week in the energies. We're going to get the current energies going on between the masculine and the feminine. We're also going to get what's been recently put behind the twins, what's coming in the near future. We'll get a surprise from the universe, and we'll get an overall energy, and I am going to pull from the twin flame deck. So we're going to get the current energies for the twins for the week ahead. What are the main energies? I'm looking for 3 cards for each. Okay, look at that. There's that. Wow. Oh my God, current energies. We get the Tower reversed. Ain't no going back now, right? When the Tower comes out in reversed, this change has been avoided up until now. Many of us have waited a long time for the masculines to go through this awakening process. And so when the Tower comes out in reverse, this to me is also an internal Tower, a shift in beliefs. This could be Kundalini rising. Something's coming very, very quickly with this new moon in Pisces. There's the moon. There's the illusion, the confusion, the fear. It's also this energy of the masculine integrating his domesticated side with his wild side with the wolf and the dog. And then we get the 2 towers, right? And so Pisces energy, Cancer energy coming through. And then there's that web of lies. So there's been that denial blasted out of the water. So I do feel a lot of emotions. I feel the masculines are going through an emotional breakdown, an emotional awakening. I feel like they've been pierced through the crown when it comes to this denial of this truth, of this connection, and they're deep within this abandonment wound is also what I'm feeling. So the divine's kind of coming in and breaking that false foundation apart. And so what's recently been put behind the twins, ooh, this lack of learning this lesson. We get the World on the bottom of the deck, the Two of Swords reversed, Two of Wands reversed, and we're moving on. So there's been the veil. The veil recently has been pierced. There's no more not looking at this situation of a lesson that, you know, has not been mastered. So I feel the masculines recently been shown some truth about this lesson that needs to come full circle, is also what I'm feeling there. And so I do feel the rose-colored glasses have been removed. It kind of feels like the masculines had the rug recently pulled out from under him. Definitely some very heavy energy. And so this, to me, I feel there was likely something that happened that the masculine can no longer unsee. So let's see what's coming in the near future. What are we looking at coming right up here for the twins? Oh, we get 4. So we've got the masculine, I feel, taking those guided steps to leave the false contract behind. There's just no more working together. Yeah, so to walk away from that unrequited love situation. And so I do feel taking those steps to leave that poor decision behind. The masculine is on a spiritual journey. I do feel there is no more confusion. I feel they're dealing with somebody acting very childish, very immature, likely extremely codependent. Maybe there's been recent exposure of a third party or a cheating scenario, just how uninvested the karmic energy is. And I do feel there might have been a fight, or there is going to be a big fight coming up here. So let's see what is a surprise from the universe. I feel the masculine is walking away. Yeah, is what I'm feeling there. Oh my gosh. So we got the King of Swords in reversed with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So there's the masculine. I feel losing it all for the lack of truth, the lack of honesty. There's those communication issues. And then we get this. We get the Page of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. So I think a surprise from the universe is the masculine saying, hey, I've lost it all from my lies, from deceiving people and wanting to come in for a clean slate. And he might not even have very much to offer. But I feel this energy of a recognition of that trauma bond, how there really was no passion left. It was toxic. There was addictions here. There was codependencies. There was this lack of passion, I feel, Capricorn energy. But I feel no more confusion as to, you know, this unrequited love situation. And I feel the masculine has been dealing with somebody that is a master manipulator with their emotions. And there was a level of confusion and deception there. And I do feel coming out of disillusionment and seeing clearly the clean slate he wants with the feminine. But I do feel you're going to be shocked when you hear about what the masculines had to go through is kind of what I'm feeling. I do feel the masculines are struggling financially. Let's get an overall energy for the reading. Wow. So we get the Magician reversed with the Ten of Cups in reversed. There's that false sense of security, and I do feel the masculine is overall wanting to come in with an apology because he's gained a new perspective. A lot of these masculines play the victim, play the martyr. I feel they've been stuck being in a state of being punished, self-punishment as well, going through a period of enlightenment when it comes to releasing this indecision. So I feel the masculine's going to be going through some heart healing this week as this truth that's been buried below the surface kind of comes to the forefront, creating all kinds of conflicting challenges in the masculine's external world. I also feel there's a lot of fear, sleepless nights, nightmares over all of the regret and pain the masculine has had over this missed opportunity. And I feel, you know, he's been quite a smug prick and bastard, right? Pretending he's living the high life. I'm not going to apologize. I'm just going to sit here pretending everything is great, even though on the inside I've been struggling. But I do feel unexpected communication coming. I do feel that. So let's get an energy for the divine feminine. What does the feminine need to be aware of? There we go. So I do feel with the feminine, I do feel we get the Queen of Cups upright, the Six of Coins in reversed, and the Strength reversed. I do feel this energy of the feminine really needing to step outside of her ego. I think when it comes to embracing this transformation, I do feel a lot of the feminines are struggling releasing and stepping into forgiveness because of the imbalance, because of the third party interference. I feel a lot of the feminines are feeling a little bit weary, right? Because we've received all of these psychic insights. We've guarded our heart. We've protected our heart. We've really not given our heart to anybody. But I do feel a final release of that old cycle, because I do feel the masculine is coming back changed, not coming back as that person that we remember. I do feel a week of profound transformation. I feel the masculine's in the process of consciously choosing to embrace this spiritual path, and I do feel preparing to rise as that true leader, and he's all done playing games in that third party contract. I feel the party's over. There is likely a lot of gossip surrounding that ending, but I do feel overall there is a karmic rebalancing, and we got two people I feel coming together. And so I feel, you know, the masculine's got to come forward with that offer first in order for the feminine to open up her cup of love again. So let's take a look at some twin flame oracle messages. What else needs to come through for the twins for the week ahead? So yeah, divine feminine, you are really needing to stay balanced this week in your own aligned energy. Focus on clearing your chakras, any chakra imbalances, because there's a need for you to have a clear energy flow between the chakras that you share. And so I do feel the masculine does want to reach out. I do feel there's a lot of telepathy coming back online between the counterparts, and I do feel like making a choice, a week of making a clear decision as to what you truly want. And forgiveness is going to be needed, because I do feel the masculine is understanding the recognition of who you are, coming to this surrendering acceptance of, yes, this is your twin soul, and there's that fated meeting imminent. And so we are drawing closer and closer and closer. So divine feminine, release any doubts. Open up to love, because these transits really are supporting that at this time. So let's see what twin flame messages from the masculine need to come through for the counterpart, for the divine feminine. What would the masculine like the feminine to be aware of as to kind of where he's at in his head and his heart space? So he does want you to know that he can still feel you. And he does still love you, and I do feel he is reminded of you constantly at this point in time. And so right now, he kind of just has to close out that karmic cycle, and so some understanding would be really great on your part, divine feminine, and trust that this connection does still affect him. And he does not want you to take the separation personally. He's really been struggling, and he does want you to know that lying was just easier for him, right, than telling the truth. And I feel right now a lot of the masculines are feeling deeply emotionally damaged, like they're not sure how to get through this. And so holding that light and holding that space in order for this silver lining of change to kind of take place. So that's what I got for a forecast for the week ahead, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below, guys. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks.